I keep going back to the Xbox ROG Ally X, and honestly, that's shocking to me. I actually used to have this device when it first came out, but I returned it, put that money towards the Lenovo Legion Go 2, and didn't think I was ever gonna pick it up again. But my birthday just came around, and my best friend bought it for me, so it's back in my arsenal, and oddly enough, I'm picking this thing up more than I even expected. Well, I try to do my best to try to play all these devices as best as I can, and honestly, in the past, I used to collect dust all the time. But I changed up how I do life with these handhelds, and now I'm giving every single one of these a little bit of love. But before I tell you why I'm picking up the Xbox ROG Ally X and how I use my handhelds, my name's Christian Herrera, and if this is your first time stopping at this channel, welcome. I love doing tech review videos like this. My goal is just to give you enough information so you can go make the right purchase, because I know these things are expensive. And if you like videos like this, go check out my channel. I got a whole bunch of other videos on all these other handhelds. And again, I just want to make an informed decision and start a community where we can chat about these things. And if you don't mind, push subscribe, and I have a quick surprise for you, a small little giveaway. It's not huge, so stick to the end and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. But enough about that, back to the Xbox ROG Ally X. Look, I use these handhelds in various different ways. Like the Nintendo Switch, it's strictly for Nintendo games like Mario, Super Smash Bros, Kirby. The PlayStation Portal is strictly now for PlayStation exclusives, since PlayStation's no longer gonna throw them on PC. Then the Lenovo Legion Go 2, that's where I play my AAA games like Red Dead Redemption, Cyberpunk, Elden Ring. My Steam Deck is emulation and lower tier games like Upside and indie games, things like that. And then my Xbox ROG Ally X, my first person shooting games like Call of Duty, Apex, Battlefield 6, and games like that. And honestly, because that's probably my favorite type of games to play, it's a big reason of why I'm picking it up. So that's the first case. If you are a first-person shooter, make sure that you study these, because this might be the handheld that you want to go to. It's not cheapest by any means. Like, keep in mind, the Nintendo Switch 2 just had a price hike, now gonna be selling at $500 September 1st here in the US. The PlayStation Portal sitting at $250, which had a price hike as well. Everybody knows about the PlayStation price hike, so $250 for this one. The Xbox ROG Ally X sitting at $1,000. No price hike yet, but still one of the more expensive ones on this table. The Steam Deck sitting at $550, but it's sold out everywhere. And then the Lenovo Legion Go 2, I don't know what they're doing, but price is at $2,000 and they keep going up on that thing. But keep in mind, again, if first-person shooters is all you really care about primarily, you might want to consider this. Now, it's not my favorite by any means because the screen size is a little small, but it still looks nice being an LCD screen. I have to give my favorite handheld to the Lenovo Legion Go 2. But why do I keep picking this up over and over again? It's the ergonomics on this thing. Again, I first bought this, I didn't care about that. For some reason, it just didn't cut it for me. I didn't like the experience with it. I didn't like the full screen experience that they were hyping up. I thought the controller, I was like, okay, well, it's just a controller. What's important about this? But now that I have it and I downloaded all my games on this that I wanted to play, it's actually one of my preferred ways to play. The ergonomics feels just like an Xbox controller, and it feels so good to be able to play those games. And here's the game changer. I can actually play my multiplayer games strictly on this screen without having to get an external monitor or some kind of controller. All these other devices, if I want to get competitive, Super Smash Bros, some kind of shooter on this thing, shooters on this one, I have to go grab that external monitor or hook it up to my 49-inch monitor plus an Xbox controller, just so I'm not over aiming and it feels comfortable and it can actually feel fun and competitive. But on the Xbox ROG Ally X, I can play that without having to go jump into all those other hoops. I'm literally just sitting on the couch playing a session of Call of Duty, and here I am coming in first place. Here I am coming with tons of kills. Same with Warzone, same with Apex. Again, I'm actually competitive and I can just plug in my headphones to this thing, talk to my buddies on Discord, and I'm playing straight on this handheld. Now, don't get me wrong, I do love playing on the monitor, so I will sometimes hook up to that, but it makes it that simple, and that's another thing that I love about this, is the versatility. Because once you hook up a dock to it, you can play it on a TV just like it's an Xbox. Yes, you can do that with these two over here, but it's the internals on this just make it so much easier and so much more smooth to just handle that. And speaking about internals, this thing only has 24 gigs of RAM and this thing has 32, but for some reason, the Xbox ROG Ally X runs games like Warzone and Apex so much smoother than a Lenovo Legion Go 2. And I'm starting to really believe that it's because that AI chip inside of it. Both of these are Z2 Extremes, but this one's a Z2 Extreme with AI and also only 24 gigs of RAM compared to 32 gigs of RAM on the Lenovo Legion Go 2. And when I drop on these games, I'm not stuttering, I'm not lagging a little bit. I know a lot, when you jump out of that plane, it's typically very laggy. I'm not getting any of that on this Xbox ROG Ally X. And that's honestly mind-blowing. Yes, this still runs really good. Once you drop a couple of times, it runs good and handles it. But again, it's the ergonomics plus that is very impressive to me about this thing. When I got an hour or 30 minutes or so where I'm waiting for my wife to finish getting ready so we can go out somewhere, this is the device that I just pick up to run a couple casual games real quick as I'm waiting for her. And I'm telling you, if that's how you do life, consider the Xbox ROG Ally X. Again, I play my AAA games on this, so this is still my favorite handheld. So I'm not hyping it up over these things, but it's perfect to just add to your arsenal. Again, I play exclusives on the Nintendo Switch, so you're seeing my Mario, Kirby, Super Smash Bros. Exclusives on here, my AAA shooters on here, AAA single players, Elden Ring, and then again, Steam Deck is my emulation. But that's exactly why I keep going back to this thing. Hopefully that gives you an idea like, okay, if I'm gonna consider an Xbox ROG Ally X and mostly play shooters, then this might be the device for you. And if you wanna go buy all those peripherals, do it. But you don't have to on this one like I did on all these others. Also, this is one of the only devices that the price hike didn't go up, and it looks like the Xbox CEO is even starting to change things up, making Xbox Game Pass a lot better on this. The full screen experience is actually getting better. I hated it at first, and now this thing is starting to feel like a console. It's starting to pair up with the Nintendo Switch and the Steam Deck when it comes to user interface. This thing is actually getting way better. So that's something to consider. But other than that, there's nothing more to it other than the fact that it feels really good on your hands. The internals are actually keeping up with the latest and greatest. And I think this device is gonna give you a longer lifespan compared to if you were to go back to a Steam Deck or even a PlayStation Portal. This thing is dead without internet. This thing is getting a little older, showing its hardware is aging, but this thing is right up there with the Lenovo Legion Go 2. And if you don't wanna pay $2,000, I definitely recommend this bad boy. And this pairs very well with the Nintendo Switch because you get best of both worlds. But if I had to consider one of these for you, especially if you love playing shooters or you're a casual gamer and trying to get rid of your console to go to one of these devices, this is probably the one to go for. Anyways, I'm gonna have tons more videos about this, and if you like this, please push that subscribe button. It definitely helps the channel. We're almost to 1,000, and real quick, JSOX has been sending me all these accessories, and I have a couple extra screen protectors, so if you're about to buy one of these devices, or you already have one and you don't have a screen protector for it, I wanna be able to send a couple of you guys a screen protector for it. I know it's not that big of a giveaway, but honestly, I got extra, and I wanna take care of y'all for taking care of me on this channel. So if you don't mind, drop a like, comment on this channel, and then also of course subscribe. I'm gonna pick a couple of you out to just give a screen protector for you and tell me which device you have and we'll coordinate from there. But other than that, if you enjoyed this video, again, push that subscribe button and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks.